Unfortunately, that we ended at Nikola Tesla, but we can hurry up and get these last ones in. Some of our greatest inventors and things of that nature in history. Heinrich Hertz was a German physicist who first conclusively proved the existence of the electromagnetic waves predicted by James Clerk Maxwell's equations of electromagnetism. The unit of frequency, cycle per second, was named the Hertz in his honor. I'm big into computers, and what frequency our processors run at? Gigahertz. Martin Eberhard is an engineer, a Silicon Valley one at that, and inventor. He received a bachelor's, I believe, in computer engineering, or a BS. What's a BS? Maybe I'm wrong. Is it a bachelor's or higher? Bachelor of Science. The Bachelor of Science degree is offered in computer science, mathematics, psychology, statistics, and each of the natural sciences. In contrast to the BA, one earns, for example, a BS in astrophysics. What is a better degree, BA or BS? If you want a broader education where you study multiple subjects, particularly those related to liberal arts, BA may be the better degree for you. If you want more technical skills, including higher level math classes, science labs, and more for your classes, and more of your classes to focus on your major, then a BS might be better. Let's read that again. If you want more technical skills, including a higher level math class, higher level science labs, and more, and all that, and whatever, then you're going to want your BS, it says. So if you're more advanced, you want your Bachelor of Science, you can just, whatever, get your BA and all that. You know, you're pretty good, pretty smart, but you're not genius. Just go for your BA. Probably be good to work in the modern, well, work as a worker or whatnot, whatever. Anyways, I don't know. You tell me. I don't have my bachelor's. Rub it in. Tell me why I need it, why I don't have it. How it's gonna eat me alive. How you're gonna eat me alive because you have your bachelor's and I don't. How you doing with your bachelor's? Have you paid your school debt off yet? You know, because that's what you owe. You got all that money. You're making so much money and all that education. Paid for it. They paid for it. A lot of the times, unless you're a wealthy of ones. So I'll be here sitting and reading, and I'll be hearing about how, well, they're still in debt too, and things and whatnot. Look at the bust this guy's got. Is that Julius Caesar? Because he put his head on a plate or whatever and cast him to stone. Or he was very fond of Julius. To a certain degree. But he was not fond of Julius. To a certain degree. Because he's not staring Julius in the eyes, and he's not kissing the bust neither. The bust is there beside it, the man, and yeah, he's very fond of Julius. He even spent this amount of his resources to gain that bust of Julius. But if you broke it, that bust, you know, it'd maybe piss him off or get him to cry and whatnot. But it's not the end of this man's life either. Julius Caesar. Former Roman dictator. Born in Sabura, Italy, July of 100 before 100 years before Christ. He was assassinated in Rome, Italy, 44 years before the Christ. He had a child named Augustus, Julia Caesarus, Caesarus. Why is Julius Caesar so famous? He formed a republic, or no. He transformed Rome from a republic to an empire, grabbing power through ambitious political reforms. Julius was famous not only for his military and political successes, but also for his steamy relationship with Cleopatra. Cleopatra. 59 years before the Caesar was elected consul. You know what they would have said? Price was not even a sparkle in their eye at the time. Hadn't even been a twinkle in their eye. Also known as that Octavian Augustus was. Much leaner than Julius. Sort of wild and bewilders me how a lot of greatest men have been assassinated and how times have cleaned up and then they move on. But statues be erected for ones that were so loved by maybe such a large group of people that would fill cities and whole countries. But there was enough, or there was enough. Well, it doesn't even have to be enough. It could just be one person to see the fall of the empire. See, Mark looks a lot like him. Relation declares love for the Roman Empire. Hail Augustus. Hail Augustus. Hail. Got some Roman currency or some Italian currency. Rome is just one city in the whole country of Italy. But it was an empire, the Roman Empire. What's an empire? What's the word empire mean? From my understanding, it means you build it to a certain point. Like that is so great. An extensive group of states or countries under a single supreme authority, formally, especially an emperor. Formally, especially an emperor or empress. They like the word empire. They like the word empress. They like the word emperor. They like taking control. They like controlling a large amount. They feel like they can control that large amount of land. A lot of people agreed to whatever, and they created that empire. Everybody built upon it.